go to question number 3. Okay, so this question number 3 is still under Venn diagram, but it's not a solving like what we are doing now. The question is coming in the form of identifying Venn diagram. It said, which of this Venn diagram represent which of these Venn diagram represents A union B complements. Yes, when you see something like this, this means A union B complements. This small c at the up here stands for complement. Okay, now we are given 4 different, this one we have the options down, 4 different Venn diagrams. So you are going to choose the option that represents this A union B complement. So the first diagram, that's option A, is the Venn diagram. Okay, let's just draw it a little bit small just to represent it. So we are having the whole of the 2 circle is being shaded. Okay, then option B, we have another 2 circles. Now in this one, only the middle is shaded. And option C, both the Venn diagram is shaded except the middle of the 2 circles. I believe you can see it very well. The only place that is not shaded is the intercept of the 2 circles. Okay, and option D, okay, now in this option D, only inside the Venn diagram is shaded. The box is not shaded. The circle is not shaded, rather. Okay. Now, each of this Venn diagram, at the end of this question, we are going to write the representation of each of this Venn diagram. But first of all, let's choose our answer. We say which of this Venn diagram represents, this is A union B complement. Complement, when you see this C complement, it means it's out of it. Okay, A union B complement means A union B is out, like as in it cannot be shaded. Once you see this C, it means whatever that is inside the bracket carrying this C, you cannot be shaded. That's just the meaning of complement. It's like it's out of it. So now let's check very well the 4 options. Which one will be the answer of this A union B complement? If you check this one, okay, let's put our letters. This A, this B, this A, this B, A, B, A, B. Okay, because that's what you used in the question. Now, in this first one, you can find out that both A and B, the circle representing A and B is shaded. Here, the circle representing A and B is shaded except their intercept here. Here is not shaded. Here, it is their intercept that is shaded. While here, both A and B, both their intercept is not shaded. Now, just like my explanation, I said A union B complement means A and B. A union B means the whole of A and the whole of B. That's the meaning of A union B. The whole of A and the whole of B is out. It cannot be shaded. So that is to tell you that D is the answer to this question. A union B, A union B, everything in A, everything in B. Then this complement means it should not be shaded. Our answer is D. A union B complement, it should not be shaded. So this is our answer, question D. Now we have gotten our answer. Now I want us to represent these other three so that in case you see it in another year or in any year at all, you should be able to know their representation. Now this one is A union B. This is A union B. Okay, let me write it here. This question A, option A is what? A union B. That's the representation of this. Are you with me? What is being shaded is A union B. Shade the whole of A and the whole of B. When you hear the word union, union means everything in A, everything in B, shaded. Okay? Now, if you check very well, the difference between this option A and our answer, which is option D, if you check it very well, the only difference is that the circle of A and B is shaded. Here, the circle of A and B is not shaded. So that not shaded is where this complement is coming from. So when you see that complement, it means it should not be shaded. But if it is shaded, there is no complement. I believe you're understanding me. So these two has relationship. The only difference is if it is shaded, it's just A union B. If it's not shaded, it is A union B complement. Okay. Now this option B, the answer to this option B is what? A intercept B. Okay, let me write it here. A intercept B. Yes, intercept means where A and B are joining together. Shade it. That's the meaning. You can see it here. It's not the whole of A that is being shaded. It's not the whole of B. It's where A and B are meeting together. That is where was shaded. So that's the answer. A intercept B. Then the option C, if you check very well, where that is not shaded is where A and B intersect. So the answer to option B is what? A intercept B, what? Complement. A intercept B complement, because A intercept B is here. Complement means don't shade it. Okay? Just like the way we had this one. Let me write the answer to this one because that's the question. This one is A union B complement. So the whole of A and B complement means don't shade it. Here, A intercept B complement means don't shade the intercept of the two. So with this explanation, anytime you see this diagram, you should be able to know what they represent. When the two A and B is shaded, it is called A union B. When where they are intersecting is being shaded, it is called A intercept B. Where they are intersecting, if it's not shaded and every other thing is shaded, it is called A intercept B complement. And when the two circles are not shaded and every other thing is shaded, it is A union B complement. So this is the explanation of these four Venn diagrams. So you should be able to know when to represent each of them depending on your question. So that is that for this question number 3. So I want to explain further. I want to give you some explanation too on Venn diagram when it comes to 3 circles. So that will make us to wrap up this class. So if you have something like this, let's take some Venn diagram and put down their representations. In case if you see something like that, you should be able to know what to do. So in this case, we are going to be dealing with 3 circles. Okay? So we call this representation of Venn diagram. representation of Venn diagrams. Okay. Now, when we have Venn diagram that is having three circles, let's say A, B, and C. Okay. Let's draw a very big Venn diagram having three circles. We have the first circle here, second circle, and we have a third one. Good. So this circle represents A. Sorry, let me draw it a little bit bigger. Okay. So this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. Now, the reason I'm giving you this, you see questions having three circles as well, okay? So, to represent each of this, now, I'm going to be writing their representation inside them. Now, for this part is called A only. Here is B only. Here is C only. Then here is what? B intersect C. B intersect C. Here is A intersect B. How do I write it now? Let me write it this way. A intersect B. And here is what? A intersect C. A intersect C. Then this middle here, this middle you are seeing here, let me bring it out because it's too small. I can't write it here. So this middle represents what? A intersect B intersect C. That is where the three of them meet together. So in case you see any question like this middle here is what? A intersect B intersect what? C. Okay. Now, when it comes to shading any part in this Venn diagram, how do you shade it? Now, let's take some diagrams under this. Let's say we have one, two, three. Remember, here is our A, B, and C. Now, if this part is shaded, what do we call it? This is number one question. Number two, let's draw another one. So we are going to get it from here all through. We have another circle, another one, and the third one. Now in this one, here is A, B, and C. Now here we are shading this part. If this part is shaded, what is it called? And lastly, number three, make this one smaller just to represent it. Okay, now we have shaded this part. So this one we are shading this part. Okay, now if you check very well, in the three questions, the parts that is being shaded are different. Okay, now in this first one, the part that is shaded is called what? A intersect B. Are you seeing it? If you compare it with my explanation here, I say here is A intersect B, so that's where that is being shaded. Now, how do you represent it? You represent it as what? A intersect B intersect C prime. This C prime means there is nothing concerning C that is inside what is being shaded. If you check it very well, if you check the circle of C, it's totally out of the shading. The shading is only affecting A and is affecting B. Are you seeing it? So that's why what you have here is A intersect B. You are putting intersect C because C is part of it, but you put this prime to tell you that C, no part of C was shaded. That's the meaning of this prime. Now with this, I believe you should be able to know what is going to be this answer. Now if you check very well, which of them is not touched at all? You can see that B is touched here. C, part of C is being shaded, part of B is being shaded. So it is A that will have this prime. So this answer is going to be what? A prime intersect B intersect C. A prime, because no part of A was shaded. I believe you are with me. And this last one is going to be giving us what? If you check very well, which of them is not touched at all? I think it's okay, I know number. This is A, B, and C. So A and C, can see it here. The intercept is between A and C. So our answer here is A intersect C intersect B. Then which one will be the prime? B. Or let's write it this way. Let's write it in alphabetical order. A intersect B intersect C, then the B will be the prime. Okay? Because B, no part of B was shaded. What was shaded is the intercept of what? A and C. So any part that is not being shaded, that is where this prime appears. So in case if you see that I was going through JAMB past question, I think I saw something like this in almost 3 or 4 years. It was just appearing like this, just for you to represent it. So when you see something like this, you should know how to represent it. Okay, now if this part is shaded, it's just A, it's only C, only B, only A. Then here is A intersect B, B intersect C, A intersect C. Then inside is A intersect B intersect C. Okay, I think, okay, let me just represent that last one. That last one, if you have it, this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. So this is the intersection of the three. Okay, here is A, B, and C. So the intersection of the three, the answer is what? A intersect B intersect C. Are you seeing it now? None of them will be prime because the three of them are being affected in the shading part. There is A inside, there is B inside, and there is C inside. That's the middle. That's this part that I explained to you. A intersect B intersect C. So if this part is being shaded, this is the representation. So I believe with my explanation, anywhere you see Venn diagram in your JAMB past question, you should be able to know how to represent any of the Venn diagram and also how to solve any question concerning Venn diagram. But if you are confusing any question you see in your JAMB past question as you are studying, feel free to drop the question in the comment section and we will solve something like that for you. Thanks for watching. See you in our next class.